Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a hypothetical alternate history election prediction. So for 2020, if it was Elizabeth Warren was the nominee rather than Joe Biden, and the Republicans obviously would be Trump. That's not going to change. Trump, the incumbent from 2020. And I made sure to switch to 2020 electoral votes. That's an important distinction here because look how screwing over Democrats in the long run, but that's a different story. So here's the electoral map with just red and blue states. And there's also a margin map, so I'm going to go there. Margin of victory. They use slightly different margins than I do. It's clear that they use tilt as anywhere below 5 points, but I consider tilt as anywhere below 1 point in either side. And lean, they consider 5 to 10 or something like that. But I consider lean 1 to 5. And likely, I don't know what they use, but I use likely is 5 to 10, and safe is anywhere over 10. So that being in mind, I'm going to switch these to my range. My classification for the tilts. For the margins. So Nevada is actually lean blue. It was Biden +2. Georgia, Florida was lean red. It was Trump +3. North Carolina, lean red. It was Trump +1.3 or something like that. Ohio, likely. It was Trump +8. Iowa, Trump +8. Likely. Kansas, I think it was safe. Nebraska, I think that was safe. Alaska was only likely. That's correct. It was Trump +9. So it was below 10 points. Texas was barely likely. It was Trump +6. Wisconsin, it was tilt. Pennsylvania was lean. It was Trump Biden +1.2. Michigan was also lean. It was Biden +2.7. New Hampshire was likely. It was Biden +7. Maine was also likely. It was Biden +9. And Trump +8 in the 2nd District of Maine. And Minnesota was likely. It was Biden +7 or something like that. But Colorado was safe. Mexico was likely. Virginia was safe. What other states need to be? Oh, the 2nd District of Nebraska was likely. I think that's South Carolina was. Yeah, it was only Trump +9. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's the map of the correct margins. According to my margin classification in the Biden versus Trump scenario. But now I'm going to switch Biden to Liz Warren. So if the nominee were Liz Warren in 2022, this is how I think the map would change. Am I speaking loud enough? Am I speaking loud enough? Am I speaking loud enough? I hope you can hear me well. I don't know. Okay, so first of all, I think she's more left than Biden is. So I think that would be enough to fuck her over in places like Arizona. I think it would screw her over just enough to make her lose the state by the skin of her teeth. Well, not quite by the skin of her teeth. They really don't like socialists in that state. Not that it's necessarily a socialist, but just someone that is perceived as far left. And it would probably fuck her over in Georgia too. So I think Georgia and Arizona, these were both the closest states of the 2020 election. Georgia was Biden +0.2. Arizona was Biden +0.3. So tilt blue. Instead, they would go tilt red. They'd probably be Trump +0.3, Trump +0.2, or honestly, I see them losing this, going Republican by anywhere under 1 point. I feel like would be that way. Nevada, on the other hand, they do like populous energy in that state, and also in the Rust Belt, so that would actually help her. Um, so first of all, Wisconsin, it was only Biden plus 0.6. Um, so if it was Liz Warren with her added populist energy, there's this whole myth going around. It's like people say that Wisconsin is the most conservative state in the Rust Belt, out of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. That's actually not true. Wisconsin is not the most conservative state; it's the most populist state. So it actually, it's true that it voted the most Republican out of all of them during, both of Trump's elections and both of Bush's elections, but it actually voted to the left of Pennsylvania during both of Obama's elections. So Obama was, and the reason because Obama was such a populist, and they respond well to populist energy. So I actually think Wisconsin and Pennsylvania would vote a lot closer to each other in this scenario than they did. So I think Wisconsin would probably go from a tilt blue state to a lean blue state. Probably should win it by around 1 point or something. Like probably 1.2, probably would go up to Pennsylvania margins. Pennsylvania probably go up a little bit. I mean, she'd be pretty popular for just bailing out not bailing out, but like standing up to the big banks and stuff like that. That stuff really resonates with like Rust Belt workers and stuff like that. Pennsylvania probably would go up to probably like 2 points. Michigan probably go up from like Biden 2 plus 2.7, probably go up to like 4, maybe nearly likely even. I mean, not Biden. Warren plus whatever. Yeah. And in Nevada, it could even go up maybe like instead of Biden plus 2, it'd be like Warren plus 3. Yeah, something like that. And I mean, New Hampshire could even go up to. It'd probably go from Biden plus 7. It could be like Warren plus 9 or 10, even because she's from the Northeast. She's from neighboring Massachusetts, so that would help her, and also help her in Maine as well. Maybe Maine probably go safe. Oh, like instead of Biden plus 9, it would be like Warren plus 10 or 11. Maybe considering Maine used to be part of Massachusetts, but whatever. Okay, jokes aside. Yeah, I think this would be. Yeah, then I think this would be the election. But then again, in Nevada, Liz Warren doesn't do well among Hispanics, so that might also fuck her over there. So it might just end up being roughly the same margin as in our timeline. So maybe it wouldn't, the populist energy would help her more, but then the lack of Hispanic energy would kill her there. So then probably Florida would even go even more pro-Trump. It'd probably be instead of Trump plus 3, it'd be Trump plus 4 or nearly 5 or something. And North Carolina would probably also be a bit redder as well. Yeah, but maybe in Virginia, maybe Virginia would go down to maybe instead of Biden plus 10, it would be Warren plus 9 or 8. Because they tend to like more moderate candidates. Because it kind of depends on how Liz Warren can spin her messaging. And Minnesota would probably get bluer by 1 or 2 points. It'd be plus 9 or something like that. And then New Mexico maybe would go down. It would probably go down to D plus 6 or something from D plus 8. But Colorado, she probably would even do better there because people there are very progressive. They really love Bernie and that type of person. Yeah, basically. The major changes are just, flip Arizona and Georgia red and then increase the margins in the Rust Belt. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's like her populist energy, it would help her in the Rust Belt, but electorally it wouldn't help her because she'd lose Arizona and Georgia, and she'd just win by like an even narrower margin than Biden would, even though she would win the remaining states by a much bigger margin. Yeah, so kind of the dichotomy, the paradox of electoral politics in the U.S. But that's all the electoral college is, I guess. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, subscribe for more like it, and I'll see you later.